Did the relatively strong buyer demand and prices hold on in Portland real estate with mortgage rates back to hitting 4-month highs? Let's take a look at the very latest stats and trends. There's been a lot of volatility in the financial and mortgage markets this past week, so I'm so glad that you decided to join me this week to see what we can suss out about the Portland metro real estate market. If you enjoy the content, please consider giving it a like or maybe even subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now on with the show. Sale prices managed to hold on this past week. The average sale price landed just 1% higher than the previous week and 2.1% higher than last year at this time, which is about the same as we saw the week before. So far, compared to what we've been seeing in months past, it's pretty safe to say that we've been seeing only modest gains in sale prices so far for the month of November. The supply of homes for buyers to purchase continued to inch down, even though there was a 2% increase in the number of homes that were new to the for sale market this last week. That number is still down 12% compared to what we were seeing last year at this time. On average, buyers still have about 19% more homes to choose from compared to last year at this time. That is, if last year a buyer had about 5 properties in their pool of potential homes to choose from, this year they'd have 6. On the demand side of things, buyer demand rallied a bit from the previous week's low when we only saw about 6% more purchase contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers compared to the same time frame in 2023. This week, the gain was back up to about 16% compared to last year. On to mortgage rates. Rates have been holding pretty firm at the highest rates we've seen since back in July. Best rate I could find for the 30-year fixed on Friday morning was about 6.875%, best case scenario. One of the best indicators of where mortgage rates are headed is the yield on the 10-year Treasury. And at the end of last week, we saw the 10-year Treasury receding, thinking that maybe mortgage rates would follow suit. But at the start of this week, we did see an about face in the yield on the 10-year Treasury, and we ended up with the highest yield that we've seen since last July. I did hear an economist from Morgan Stanley say that they thought that the yields would find their ceiling here shortly and moderate towards the end of the year. Hopefully that holds true. These rates are certainly tough for both buyers and sellers. So what's coming down the line for us? Well, this week we got an inflation report that was in line with expectations, and that gave the markets a fair amount of confidence that there would be another quarter-point rate reduction at the Fed's December meeting. That's on the 17th and 18th of December of next month. However, comments by Fed Chairman Powell on Thursday threw some caution into that expectation. Powell remarked that the economy is not sending any signals that we need to be in a hurry to lower rates, and that the strength that we're currently seeing in the economy gives us the ability to approach our decisions carefully. That's certainly a very cautious message, but keep in mind that the Fed's December meeting is still over a month away, and a lot could happen between now and then. So be sure to check in here next week for the latest developments in the Portland metro real estate market. I look forward to seeing you then.